Heyo, what's up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream, folks. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, now the current head trader at True Trading Group. And for those of you that do not know, TTG is the fastest growing, highest rated premium online trading educational platform and community where we all share the same goal. And that's to learn, trade, and profit together 6 nights a week. We go live for free right here, Sunday through Friday on this YouTube channel, where myself, other TTG Pro Trader moderators, and special guests drop golden nuggets and free lessons that are going to help you become a better trader. So if you're ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to the place. Take a moment right now, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys also share this stream on your own social media. Let's reach out, educate, and empower as many retail traders as we possibly can. Guys, get ready to learn something today. I've got some really excellent technical lessons today that we're going to be covering from my trading today. We're welcoming the first trading day of August with open arms, a nice big green day. We're going to go over a lot of different lessons here, so make sure you guys get out a pad and paper. Okay, I'm old school. I still use pad and paper. We're going to go over a lot of lessons today. Technical lessons that you can use as early as tomorrow in your trading to help you guys identify some profitable trade setups. But why should you listen to any of the lessons that I cover on these live streams? Because my goal on all these lives is to make sure that you get value, to make sure that you get an education, to make sure that you learn something that can make you a better trader. So why should you listen? I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I started my trading career, my very first job out of college, working for a fund in New York City right out of college, 2007. Okay, then you had 2008. That was the housing market crisis, subprime mortgage mess, the Great Recession, the housing market crash, the stock market crash. But during that time, I actually went on to receive one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. But before any of that, before they even let me touch $1 of their money, I first had to go through an educational training program. I also had access to some of the top trading tools available, and I was part of a community of like-minded traders. And that is exactly what the True Trading Group platform is now based on. Guys, listen up. Tonight's live stream is going to go down as follows. We're going to start things off the same way we do every live stream. That's with a quick blanket 20-minute Q&A session. We're going to give some time for people to log on and join us. This is going to be your chance to ask me anything that you need help with, okay? I'm here for you. I'm here to help you, so don't be shy. Ask your questions. I'm also going to be recapping this session from the day today. We started off green in the overall markets. We ended up going down and finishing red. What's up with that? What happened there? We'll talk about that. Then I'm going to break down for you a 27% gain on EVK. EVK, that's where I made my money today. Really nice trade on EVK, a beautiful A-plus setup. But the lesson we're going to focus on there today, guys, is how to use support and resistance levels on a daily chart to identify profitable trade opportunities and how to use those levels to get ourselves into some profitable setups. That is exactly the lesson that we use today to capitalize on EVK. It was a big one. All right, so we're going to go over all of that using support and resistance on the daily chart. Now, what I need you all to do is listen up good. We're about to start that Q&A session in just a minute. You've got a trader with about 17 years of experience telling you, hey, ask me anything, so do not be shy. There is no such thing as a stupid question. The only stupid thing is to not ask your question. I guarantee if you've got a question, somebody else on this live stream has the same one. Guys, I've been doing this for 17 years, but I also had a day one. And if I didn't have somebody that I can ask questions to, there would not be a day 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. I certainly would not be where I am here now today speaking to all of you. So without any further ado, start typing your questions right in chat right now, and let's begin that Q&A. All right. Guys, don't be shy. Fire away. Type your questions right in chat. I'm here for you. Let's do this. Mike, when filling the gap, do you just use the open and close prices, or do the wicks play a part in the gap fill? Okay, Dana, great question. So, Dana, in order to fill the gap is created by the opening and closing price of the 2 different days. So in order to fill a gap, you've got to go by the actual closing price of the gap. That's filling the gap. Okay. Now, that does not mean you ignore wicks that are placed on that day, because that could be mid-gap resistance or mid-gap support, because now you're dealing with maybe the low of the day or the high of the day, depending on, the direction of the gap. So you don't want to completely ignore those tails. Those tails will still be relevant, because you're going to be looking at a high of the day or the low of the day of that specific candle that you're talking about. But in order to actually fill the gap, you got to go based off the closing price. Okay, because you have to understand what is a gap. A gap is when the stock closes at one price and opens at another. That creates the gap. So that's what a gap is. So you've got to take into account the closing price and the opening price in order to actually fill that gap. Great question though, Dana. Ayo, thanks Mike for that EVK today. Making money back now that I joined TTG. Yes. Realized I was gambling the market before I joined. 20% gain. Jamie, welcome to the TTG family, my man. That is music to my ears. Jamie, that is music to my ears. I can sleep well at night now. That's what I love. Now that you joined True Trading Group, now that you got an actual education, now you're starting to make your money back. This is actually very, very common. A lot of my TTG members now, they were all losing money prior, and then all of a sudden you get yourself some actual real education, you start making money. You know, the thing is that a lot of people kind of feel sometimes that you need to be like this gift-minded person to make money in the markets. It's simply just not true. You just need to be taught the right way. You have to be taught properly. And the sad thing is that there are so many people out there, specifically on YouTube, that do not know their ass from their elbow, that have no professional trading experience whatsoever, but are trying to sell you on some kind of dream. They're trying to sell you on some kind of secret, right? Guys, take it from me. I worked for a hedge fund in New York. There is no secret. If there was a secret, they would have taught me it. The only secret to profitability in the market is getting an actual real education. And a lot of people think they know what they're doing until they receive a real education. And all of a sudden you realize that you've had it wrong the entire time. So Jamie, great job. That's music to my ears. I'm so happy to hear that you're now actually becoming profitable and you're starting to make money now versus gambling in the past. A 20% gain today on EVK for you. Great job. Nicely done. We're going to get into all the lessons on the EVK trade later in the live stream. I've got a lot of lessons. Not only are we talking support and resistance on the daily chart, folks, but I'm also going to go over with you a couple of different signals intraday that gave me the okay to jump into EVK long today, and it was an absolute thing of beauty. Michael, thoughts on buying, exercising, and/or trading warrants? You know, newbie, I really don't trade warrants. I have nothing against them. They're just typically not a liquid market. You know, usually the equity market will be so much more liquid. I don't really trade warrants. Not that I have anything against them. I just don't really do it. You know, I just don't really do it. There's nothing wrong with exercising warrants if you have them. Just understand that the warrant, you know, you're basically saying that you're okay buying stock at a specific price. If the stock is at a specific price by a certain day, you have no problem buying buying shares at that price. You know, and sometimes it makes sense. Like if you have warrants at $4 and, you know, the stock gets to 6, 7, or 8 and you have the ability to exercise those warrants, why not? Right? Why not? And then the money goes right to the company and the company is actually able to raise money by the exercise of warrants. So it's beneficial for a company for its stock price to go above the exercise of a warrant or the strike price on the warrant so that they can actually take in that cash because that cash actually goes to the company itself. So nothing against it. I just don't really do it. It's usually not a very liquid market. Why would someone buy in the money versus out the money calls? Or what's the strategy behind each? Great question. Okay. The strategy is really just based on volatility and risk reward. So an option that is in the money is going to be far less volatile and it's going to have less risk, but also less reward. All right. So an in the money option is going to be a more stable option because there's actually what's called intrinsic value. Intrinsic value cannot go away. Extrinsic value will on an option. So that's the one thing that you guys have to take away from this more than anything else. Okay. As an option goes in the money. So let's say you have an call option with a $100 strike price. An in the money call option would be if you are buying a $100 strike call option and the stock is already trading above 100. That's an in the money call option. Out of the money would be a $100 strike call option while the stock is trading below 100. So intrinsic value is anything in the money. So let's say you buy a $100 strike call option and the stock is at 101.50. That option contract is in the money by $1.50. So it'll have $1.50 of intrinsic value. Now, if the option expired on that very day, the option would be worth at least $1.50. Once an option expires, it's only worth its intrinsic value. So if the stock is at 102 at expiration, it'll be worth $2. If it's at 103, $3, 104, $4. If it's at $99.99, then it'll be completely worthless. There will be no value whatsoever on that option. If the stock closes at $100.05, that option will be worth 5 cents at expiration. Okay, so at expiration of an option, it's only worth its intrinsic value. What's its intrinsic value? Anything that is in the money. How far in the money is that option? So extrinsic value, which is time value, and a lot of these other different factors that add to the price of an option, those all go away as time goes on. All right, so that's why in the money options are less risky. Out of the money options are more risky, but out of the money options also carry a higher reward because they're cheaper options. They're cheaper options. So an out of the money option will always be cheaper than an in the money option. Therefore, you have the potential for a much higher percentage gain. When you're talking about an option that's maybe at 50 cents out of the money, but $1.75 in the money, right? So you might have, that 50 cent option might go to $4. That $1.75 option might go to $6. And when you work out the math on that, the greater percentage gain is coming from the out of the money call option. So it's just a matter of risk reward and how aggressive you want to be on a trade. Guys, listen, if anything, and before I get to this next question, if anything I just said to you regarding options, if that just kind of went right over your head a little bit, don't sweat it. Don't worry about it. There's an entire course dedicated to options in the TeachD curriculum that's included totally free with your membership. So if anything I just said to you about options kind of seems like, whoa, I don't know what the hell this guy's talking about, don't sweat it. If it was over your head, you will get to learn options like the back of your hand. We have an intro to options course that teaches people how to trade options for the very first time. And then we also have an advanced options course. So if you guys never traded options before, don't worry about it. I promise you, once you guys go through the curriculum in chat, you'll be able to be more comfortable trading options. We also have moderators in TTG that specialize specifically in options. And I actually would like to know, my TTG fam, how many of you knew absolutely nothing about options before you joined, and now you guys are making money trading options? I would like to know. Type the number 1 in chat right now if you guys knew nothing about options previously, but now you are actually making money trading options and you understand options. Type the number 1 in chat right now if you guys knew nothing about the options market before you guys joined True Trading Group. Options are a fantastic way for traders specifically, especially traders with small accounts. Fantastic way for you guys to grow your account. Fantastic way to grow your account trading options. So you guys can see how many number 1s are coming through chat right now. This is the TTG fam telling you that they knew nothing about options, and now here they are rocking and rolling, shaking and baking, making money trading options. It's a beautiful thing. So don't sweat it. If anything I just said to you, you didn't understand it, don't worry about it, guys. You'll get to learn all of it as a member of True Trading Group, I promise. Now I'll get into the next question. When it comes to options, do you look at deltas and which one it's the lowest delta you'll be picked? Yeah, so it's important to understand delta. It's important to understand delta. So what delta is going to show you guys is how far the option is going to move in comparison to the underlying stock itself. So if you have a stock with a delta of 0.6, what that means is, or an option with delta 0.6, what that means is for every $1 that the stock itself moves, the option will move 60 cents. So the higher the delta, the more volatile that option will be. The lower the delta, the less volatile that option will be. Nice. I'm just catching up with some comments from you guys in chat. Chris Margos, I killed it on AMD options, 128%. Sick. Great job. Really great job. Mike at True Trading Group, how early can you usually determine an A+ setup? How early? I'm assuming when you say how early, I assume you mean like how quickly into the day, or do you mean like how long does it take me to analyze the setup? Now, how long it takes me to analyze a setup is literally within seconds. I can look at a chart within seconds. I'll tell you the setup, every support level, every resistance level, where my take profit is, where my stop loss is. If it's an A setup, a B setup, a C setup, I can literally tell you that within the time it takes you to blink. I can tell you that. But that's because I've been looking at charts for 17 years. I've probably seen a million of them. If you guys were doing this for that long, you'd be able to do it that quickly also. But with regards to an A+ setup, this question specifically, I think, Siopolis, I think you're talking about like how much time into the day does it take for an A+ setup to form? And that's going to vary based on the setup. A+ setups can form at any point during the day. Every setup is different. You could have an A+ setup form within the first 10 minutes of the day. You might have another A+ setup take an hour. Another one might take 3 hours. Another one might take 4 hours. It all depends on the setup itself. So there's not a specific time frame that you're going to say, oh, well, we're only 20 minutes into the trading day, therefore this can't be an A+ setup. That would be an incorrect statement. What I will tell you is my trading style specifically, I don't trade the open. So very, very, very rarely will you ever see me buy or short a stock within the first 1 or 2 minutes of the day. Usually I let the opening bell kind of settle in a little bit and digest a little before I go ahead and actually pull the trigger, because I like for setups to form a little bit more. I like to, give 10, 15, 20 minutes or so before I really attack something. But that's more of just my personal style, my personal preference in the way that I trade, more so than it is like, oh, well, it's not possible for an A+ setup to present itself, because that's not necessarily true. It depends on the setup. All right, every setup is going to be different. Wow. Jenny, that is so amazing. Yes. Yes, Jenny. Thank you. Your girl is going out from under PDT as soon as my deposits clear. And if I plan my trades and trade my plans this week, July was incredible thanks to options. Jenny, congratulations coming out of PDT rule. That's absolutely incredible. Great job, Jenny. So happy for you. Congrats. In which cases or what rules do you have to start moving a stop loss to the upside, of course, in a trade? Typically, Sebastian, I don't like to move my stop loss until I've already taken my second profit off the table. So the way that I trade, Sebastian, obviously you know this, but for those that are maybe new, I use what's called a tier trading strategy, which means I identify at least a minimum of 3 profit targets before I ever enter a trade. And at profit target 1, I sell 25%. Profit target 2, I sell 50%. Profit target 3, I sell my final 25%. Sometimes on that third take profit, I might split that up into like 2 different pieces and take like I said, like literally break that last chunk into 2 and sell like profit target 3 and then maybe even a profit target 4 if the stock really has momentum. So that's how I trade. That's how I teach all my members to trade. I guarantee you guys, once you trade in tiers, you'll never trade any other way. The tier trading strategy is an absolute complete game changer. It's designed to help you stay in winning trades longer and help you keep losing trades small. Once you learn how to trade in tiers, you will never go back. We say in True Trading Group, trade in tiers so you don't trade in tiers. That's what we say in True Trading Group. So like trade in tiers, T-I-E-R, so you don't trade in tiers, T-E-A-R-S. Guys, I would like to know, quick show of hands, type the number 1 in chat right now. If you're a member of True Trading Group and you guys, if the tier trading strategy has made you a better trader, I would love to know about it. So just type the number 1 in chat right now. If the tier trading strategy that I've taught you has made you a better trader, type the number 1 in chat right now. Anyone that's not familiar with the tier trading strategy, just pay attention to chat, see how many number 1s come through. I'm telling you guys, it's a complete game changer. So Sebastian, specifically to your question, when you're talking about moving your stop loss on winning trades, usually once you get to profit target number 2, that's when it's okay to start to move that stop loss up. Because you have to understand, profit target 2, if you get to profit target number 2, that means the stock has given you some type of a breakout move. If you've gotten some type of a breakout move, that stock should not pull all the way back down to your stop loss. Profit target number 1 is not necessarily the breakout move yet. Profit target number one is like a little bit of an insurance policy. You're taking a small piece of profit off the table just to mitigate your risk, kind of protect yourself a little bit, reduce your risk to make it easier for you to hold on to that trade longer. But once you get to profit target 2, that's when I think coast is clear. You can start to move your stop loss higher. Yes, and see all the comments coming through chat right now. All my TG fan that trade in tiers, so they don't trade in tiers. Felipe Ramirez, can you go over the SPY? Sure. It would be my pleasure. So we had a little green to red day today on the SPY. We are still trading sideways. We are still just trading sideways. This is a pretty clear channel that you have intact now with regards to the SPY. Very clear channel, right directly above your prior all-time highs. Okay, so here were your prior all-time highs on the SPY. We broke above it. We've been trading sideways. Okay. The last 3 days, Thursday, Friday, today, have actually shown you a bit of indecision in the market. You've seen a bit of indecision in the market right now these last couple of days. And what I mean by that is you had the actual all-time high, which failed to extend and actually failed to close above that previous all-time high. So we printed a new intraday high, but we did not get a closing new high. So a little bit of indecision there. Then you had the gap down the next day. You tried to push higher, and then we kind of sold off and created another tail to the upside. And then today you get the gap up, and then we faded that gap up and actually went down and actually went red. So some indecision right now in the markets. And where is this indecision coming from? I think this indecision is coming from the Delta variant. I think this indecision is coming from the Delta variant. You have a lot of mixed messaging and a lot of conflicting data and statements that are surrounding COVID right now. You have some states are reinstating the mask mandate. You have Florida hitting a single day record for both COVID cases over the weekend, but also a single day record for hospitalizations since the beginning of the pandemic. So Florida actually reporting the most cases in one single day since the pandemic began in March of 2020, and also reporting the highest hospitalizations in one day since the pandemic started in March of 2020. So you see stuff like that. You see some states, some cities going back to mask mandates. You have a lot of chaos going on in some European countries, France, Germany, reinstating COVID restrictions, lockdowns. People are protesting and rioting those lockdowns. They don't want to have it, and things are getting pretty ugly in some of these other countries. But then at the same time, you have Fauci over the weekend said he does not think we're going to need more lockdowns. You had Scott Gottlieb, who, in my opinion, I think Scott Gottlieb has been kind of the most on point and the most consistent regarding COVID. He actually sits on the board of Pfizer. He sits on the board of Merck, and he is the former FDA commish. So the guy really does know his stuff, and he's been really the most spot on, I feel like, throughout this entire process. But he said that he's seeing signs of the spike in some states is actually starting to kind of plateau a little bit and is actually already starting to slow down. So he actually believes that, maybe in about 2 weeks from now, we might be at the peak of the Delta variant, where then, we might peak out in the US and then start to kind of turn the corner. Like when he takes a look at some of the data coming out of India, the data coming out of the UK, which are all places that got rocked by the Delta variant way before we did. And he's seeing the increase in cases there, and then the plateau, and now the slowdown when you factor in vaccination rates in those places compared to vaccination rates in the United States, he's looking at maybe like an August 14th peak for Delta variant cases. You also had a report issued by Goldman Sachs not too long ago, just about, was it 2 weeks ago, I believe, maybe, where they said that they do not believe that this current round of increases in the Delta variant is going to have any effect on the economy whatsoever. You also had Jerome Powell say that it seems like with every new wave of COVID, the impact on the economy is less and less. So you have that commentary mixed with the COVID cases and the hospitalizations, that news headline, and the markets are kind of like, I don't know, because the markets still do have that PTSD from what happened the last time that we had a really big surge. And the last time that you were looking at, 70 plus, 80 plus, 100,000 plus cases in a single day. The last time we had that, the markets were certainly not sitting where they are sitting here now today. We had a much different price action result from that. So the markets are a little uneasy with that underlying issue. And I think that's where you're getting this indecision from. So when you're looking at the overall markets, listen, can we pull back a little bit further? I do think we could. I think we can get down to 435, 436, maybe even tomorrow. I think 435, 436 is possible. When we were gapping up on the futures market last night, I actually thought that gap up was going to hold today. I thought today's gap up was going to hold. I thought we were going to trade 440 to 442 all day. So when the SPY actually broke and we went down to 437, 438, I was a little surprised, but not really, because there's so much indecision up here with what's going on in the world. And we are just a stone throw away from all-time highs. Let's not forget that. So people see the markets are like down, and they're like, oh my God, is it a crash? Guys, we were literally all-time highs 2 days ago. So chill, And I think that the markets just kind of has to go through this little indecision. I think we need a little bit more clarity on what's happening with Delta variant. And I expect volatility for the next 1 or 2 weeks. I think the COVID headlines might scare the markets, but then watch how fast the markets recover, from any type of COVID related headline. Watch how fast they recover if Dr. Gottlieb is right and August 14th is the peak. If we peak August 14th and you start to see cases start to go back down to the decline, watch how fast we rally back the end of August. So I still think that is still a very realistic possibility. So I think volatility the next 1 or 2 weeks, it's in the cards, but I do think that we eventually finish off strong. I made my membership money back today thanks to the TG tier system. Stayed in the successful trade longer. Alex Puig, yes, that's what I'm talking about, brother. Great job. Tier trading at its best. Guys, like I said, the tier trading strategy is something I learned at the hedge fund. I teach to all my members. It's a game changer. And there's an entire course dedicated specifically to the tier trading strategy. You guys will get to learn it like the back of your hand. You'll learn to trade with it. And I promise once you guys learn how to trade in the tier system, you will never go back. It makes trading so much easier to deal with. It's designed to help you stay in winning trades longer, and also designed to help you keep losing trades small. Great job, Alex. Hey, guys, next question. I'll take maybe like 1 or 2 more questions. I'll take like 2 more. Tier trading in the TG triangle has changed my trading 100% for the better. Love my TGD. Hell yeah, Daryl. Hell yeah, man. It's a game changer. I'm telling you guys, really, I'm not just saying that because, and listen, I also didn't just make up the tier trading strategy. I learned it working at the fund. And I just tweaked it a little bit so that it makes sense to my own individual retail trading. So that's it. We just tweaked it a little bit. It's a game changer, man. It really, really is. If you always risk the same amount, usually how much risk reward ratio do you look for in each one of the 3 take profits? For example, 2 to 1 and the 50%. Sebastian, I got to tell you, man, you have excellent questions, Sebastian. I have no idea what Adam's doing right now. I'm not sure what that was. But Sebastian, you asked some really good questions. I got to tell you, man. And I don't know why it always seems like your questions are up on the screen. Or maybe you just ask so many. I don't know. I love it though. So when it comes to risk reward ratio, when you're entering trades, you really want to make sure that your second take profit is a minimum 2 to 1. You want to make sure that your second take profit is a minimum 2 to 1. you want to at least get 2-to-1, preferably, 2.5-to-1 on your risk reward on the second take profit. The second take profit is the bulk of your move. The bulk of your move. All right. Or the bulk of your position, rather, I should say. So you want to make sure that you're really getting, the 2.5 times your risk on that take profit. Now, the first take profit, that sometimes works itself out to be like a 1-for-1. And it's not necessarily, hey, take profit at 1-to-1 on your first take profit. That's not what that means. It just kind of happens to work itself out that way. You understand that the first take profit, where I sell 25% of my position. The reason why I do this, I am sacrificing back end position. What I mean by sacrificing back end position is I'm willing to let some of my position go early in the trade to make it easier for me to hold longer. A lot of traders will struggle with, okay, they buy a stock, it goes up. They have no problem holding the stock while it goes up. But as soon as it pulls back, they panic. They exit the trade too soon. They don't like when the stock goes down. They sell out of it. And then what happens? It's a little pullback and the stock then actually goes much higher. This happened today with EVK. EVK is an absolute prime example of how the tier trading system is an absolute slam dunk home run game changer. Without the tier trading system, a lot of people would not have been able to stay in the EVK trade because EVK went up, it then pulled back, and then it went much, much higher. And we were able to capitalize on that and stay in it. So I sacrifice back end profit and I get rid of a piece of my position early at the first resistance level that I see on a chart. So when I enter a stock, let's say I buy a stock on a pullback, a consolidation, the first resistance level on this stock will be the high of the day. The high of the day is a potential area of resistance. So typically what I do is, let's say I buy a pullback. Let's say a stock runs higher, it pulls back, I get long. Then when the stock starts to climb back up towards the high of the day, I'll take 25% of my position off at the high of the day, just in case the stock double tops and then rolls back over. I don't want to get caught in a double top if the stock rolls back over. Okay. That sometimes works itself out to be about a 1-to-1, not for any reason other than that just kind of is how it works itself out. I'm not looking for a 1-to-1 on that take profit, and I'm just reducing my risk there. That's my insurance policy so that I can hold 75% of my size and now be in the stock when it rockets higher. And when I get a little pullback, I'm not panicking because I've already taken some profit off the table. I've reduced my risk on the rest of the trade, and it makes it easier to stay in the winning trade longer. How many people on this live stream really struggle with selling winning trades too soon? Everybody always says it. Everybody always complains. They go, Mike, I sell my winners too soon. I sell my winners too soon. What can I do? What can I do? This is what you can do. There's also a couple of other things that you can do. We'll get into it at a later time. It'll take too much time out of the live stream for me to go over this with you. But when I do one-on-ones with our members, I do like one-on-one mentor sessions with people. And this is a very, very common thing that a lot of traders struggle with. And the tier trading system can really help and improve on that, as well as a couple of other things that we can get into at a later time. But, you want to look for like at least 2.5-to-1 on that second take profit. And then profit target 3 and 4, that's when you start to get like 3-to-1, 5-to-1, 6-to-1, 8-to-1 on those on that tier 3, that profit target number 4. Once you start to get to that back end of the move, you're getting so much follow through and so much continuation. You end up getting 4, 5, 6 times your risk on that trade. And then that's just when you're really just crushing it. All right. Great question. I'll take one more, guys. I'll take one more question. What do you guys got for me? True Trading Group, was that the thing from the old move, the rocket? I had no idea. I have no idea what Adam was holding up or what he was showing people. I literally have no idea.
Yes, it was.
I assume you got that piece of garbage from Wish.
Wow, bro. Piece of dog. You're going to get a lot of hate right now, man.
That's okay. Is it like legit or is it like cheap?
No, it's like legit. Somebody on Etsy actually like spent a month and a half and made it for me. Oh, I don't want to be that big.
They made it? Look at you with your little haircut.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
Okay. Good eye, Psyopolis. It is the thing from Rocketeer.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to figure it out. You just have
I couldn't see it. Like it was.
You haven't seen the Rocketeer?
No, I couldn't see the thing that you put up. Like I couldn't see what you were holding. It was like half
thank
of
you.
your screen and
I
half
have
gone.
the helmet coming as well.
All right,
So,
let's go.
That looks like some aluminum foil, Adam. Wow, Christy. You just said let's go. You didn't need to type it also. We're good. We're good. All right, there you go, Mike.
Jeffrey goes, Adam, is that the Dubai haircut? What's your take on Federal Reserve Governor Walner mentioning starting taper in September? I don't think that. I think that's kind of crazy, to be honest with you. I don't think they're going to start tapering in September. I think it's going to take a little bit more time. I don't think they're tapering in September. They might start to discuss tapering in September, but I do not think they will actually begin tapering in September. I think there's going to be a lot of foreshadowing going on, and I think the Fed is going to really show its hand very far in advance of an actual taper. So I do not believe that we're going to actually start tapering in September. All right, guys. All right, gang. Nicely done. A really nice Q&A session. That just about wraps it up there for our Q&A. Again, you guys asked some really great questions. I got to tell you, you guys really – I love these Q&A sessions. I feel like they are so helpful for so many people. And it helps when because you have to ask the questions, right? You have to ask the questions. And I feel like you guys asked some really good ones here today. So great job. Nicely done on all of those that asked those questions. Guys, if I did not get to your questions, don't worry. If you're not a member of True Trading Group and I did not get to your question, don't worry. We do this 6 nights a week. So make sure you just click the subscribe button and the notifications bell. Make sure you never miss any one of these live streams. I'll grab one of your questions on the next live. If you are a member of True Trading Group, just send myself or any one of our other 7 Pro Trader moderators a private message in chat tomorrow. We'll be happy to help answer your question. And for those that are not members, or if you're new here, if the ability to send a Pro Trader a private message during the day to ask a question at any time sounds strange to you, I assure you it is the norm in True Trading Group. It is part of what makes us a family. Speaking of new, I'd like to know what we're dealing with here. Guys, listen up. Type the number 1 in chat real quick for me. If you're not a member of True Trading Group or this is your very first live stream, or you are not a member of True Trading, go ahead, type the number 1 in chat right now. All right, we got Dave Wisely, we got Tony Rosas, Mark Semenek, John Bianchi, Rudy, Pamela, Renora Lemier's Great Beginnings, North Carolina Air Gunner, Deborah Olson, Alex Sims, Cindy P, Derek Wood, J.A., Lethal Suspect, Michael Snyder, R.G., Renee Peterson. Nice. Good, guys. All right, great. So a lot of people that are coming in here typing number 1 in chat. Welcome, all of you guys. Welcome to the TC live stream. Listen up real quick. Before I get into the main topics of tonight, gang, something I want to just make very abundantly clear, that True Trading Group is a premium product. I want everybody to understand that we are a platform, an educational platform for traders where we combine top-notch education and premium tools from companies like Benzinga, TradingView, Trade Ideas, Quote Media. We're a community of traders where we all share the same goal. That's to learn, trade, and profit together. And True Trading Group is, in fact, a business. And a lot of people will wonder, well, if you're such a good trader, then why would you start a business? And that's because I'm also a businessman, and my partner Adam and I, we saw an opportunity to positively disrupt an industry that's got a terrible reputation, and for good reason. You know, there's a lot of people out there that don't know their ass from the elbow, and they just try to sell you a dream. They say, I have a secret, follow me, and I'll share that secret with you. It's complete nonsense. At the end of the day, I get to trade every day, do what I love, right? I get to trade every day, and I get to also get paid to help people become successful traders by providing 10 times the value of any other company in this industry for literally a fraction of the price. And if you don't like the idea of True Trading Group being a business, I want you to really think about this. Seriously, ask yourself, would you rather we treated you as a charity, or would you rather get exactly what you paid for and then some? Right? We're not here to do favors or to say you owe me something or anything like that. We're a business, and the purpose of that business is to grow and succeed. And Our growth and our success is completely based on our members. If our members are successful, we are successful. That is how we have grown this company from day one. That is why we say welcome to the family when you join True Trading Group, because we truly care whether you succeed or fail. That's why my team and I spend 15 hours a day, no, not kidding, on this platform, continuously trying to improve it and provide value for our members. We are only as good of a company as our members are actually doing, the results that our members are seeing, not by how much money we spend on marketing. Our success is directly tied to yours. So just because we sell a product on here does not mean or make the quality of the information that we share any less. Because at the end of the day, what is important is that our members are making money and they are becoming better traders. And if you do not believe me, I want you guys to pay attention very closely. Watch this. If you are a member of True Trading Group, guys, and you're making money and you're becoming a better trader, I want you to go ahead right now, type the number 1 in chat right now. If you are making money and becoming a better trader, type the number 1 in chat right now if you're part of the TTG family. Because at the end of the day, folks, results matter. And over 80% of our members are successful, meaning they're making money and becoming better traders, according to a recent survey that we conducted the first week of July with all of our members, now about 7,000 strong, where we asked all of our members and the numbers came back, the numbers don't lie, and results matter. And that's what's important. You guys can see all the number 1s that are coming through chat right now. Don't listen to me. Don't even look at me. Just look at the number 1s coming through chat. These are TTG members telling you, hey, guys, literally, I'm telling you, I'm here. I tried it. I got an education. And Mike is telling the truth. I'm making money. I'm becoming a better trader because of the platform of True Trading Group and the things that we have created here and have access to all of our members. There it is. There you have it. Okay, so you guys can see all the members that are typing number 1 in chat. These are TTG members that have gone on to become successful. They're making money or they're becoming a better trader. Now, for those that also don't know, before I get into the main topics tonight, I've got a lot of lessons we're going to cover. We're covering resistance on the daily chart, support on the daily chart, how to identify those levels, but more importantly, how to then use those levels to identify profitable trading opportunities. That's what we are going to cover here today on this live stream. Before I get into that, for those that don't know, we also do a lot of giveaways with our members. So we actually do something that's a lot of fun. I love doing it. It's actually like one of my favorite things to do, honestly. No, not kidding. Whenever TGG gets 300 new members, we give away either a brand new Tesla or $30,000 cash. All you need to do is be a member of True Trading Group to be able to be part of this giveaway. And the winner chooses one lucky TGG winner. They will win either a brand new Tesla or $30,000 cash. You just have to be a member. It's something we do with all of our members. It's a lot of fun. I love doing it. We give back to our fam. But we also do giveaways for new members as well. We're constantly giving out Amazon Kindle Fires, Android tablets, and even laptops when new members sign up. And we don't always have them available, but when we do, they fly. And Adam is back from Dubai. Joe was like a troll under the bridge last week, trying to scrounge together as many things as he could from the wholesalers. But Adam is back from his vacation. Adam was in Dubai last week, and he is back, and he was able to pick up discussions with Joe's mad at me because I called him a troll. Was able to pick up back discussions with our wholesalers, and Adam was able to secure 17 laptops. What does that mean? The next 17 people that join True Trading Group are actually going to get a brand new free laptop. Totally free. It's our gift to you for joining the family. We also do cover the shipping costs for you, and we do ship globally. We have members from all over the world. We have members literally in Japan, Philippines, the UK, Netherlands, Brazil, Mexico, Canada. We literally have members from all over the world. All right. We do ship globally. Okay. So again, 17 laptops for the next 17 people to join TTG. Our membership, it's all-inclusive membership for the whole year. It's normally $2,212. But from now until midnight tonight Pacific, you can actually save 40% and only pay $1,317. Okay, so you can use the coupon code TTG121. If you use coupon code TTG121, not only will you get the 40% discount here tonight, but you're also going to get a brand new free laptop for the first 17 people to use that code. I want you to think of True Trading Group as the Netflix of trading communities, because you pay one price, get access to everything we have. There's no upsells, there's no add-ons, nothing like that. All right, I told you, we want to disrupt this entire industry. Your membership comes with our entire curriculum. It's a 17-course curriculum. Remember, simplified version of the education I learned working at the fund in New York. There's beginner and foundation courses if you've never done this before. There's also advanced courses if you're a seasoned trader. There's also courses on options, swing trading, crypto, trader psychology, There's even a course that helps you do your taxes as a trader. All of our courses are included with your membership. You do not have to pay more for any pro or VIP courses. Every course we have is included with your membership. You also get Benzinga's real-time news feed, which is a live breaking up to the second news alert service directly inside of our chat room that gives you the news like that. The faster you get news, the faster you can get yourself in or out of a trade, which increases the probability of you making money on any given day. It's an absolute game changer. The moderators, myself, and our members use it every single day. You can't rely on Yahoo Finance. That's like 15, 20 minutes delayed. You're also going to get access to Quote Media's full book level 2, shows you all the market maker depth inside of level 2, not just the ones that your broker shows you. You're also going to be getting a trading simulator that will let you trade stocks and options with fake money with real-time data, so you can practice implementing what you've learned in the courses. Make sure you guys use that when you're first starting out. You're also going to use our Trade Ideas scanner, which is an industry-leading scanner. Guys, Trade Ideas, they're phenomenal. This will show you what stocks are making new highs, new lows, a surge in volume. They're broken up into small cap, mid cap, and large cap segments of the scanner. So depending on what it is that you trade, you'll make sure that this scanner is showing you what are the best stocks that give you the highest chance to profit on any given day, so you know where to focus your time, energy, and attention. And then you're also getting TradingView's charting software. That's one of the most commonly used charting softwares by active traders today. All of this stuff is yours free, included with your membership. You get access to our chat room where the mods and I, we share our screen. We're live on the microphone. We're talking to you in real time, just like I'm talking to you now. I come on the microphone before I enter a trade, and I tell everyone, guys, this is the stock I'm looking at. This is where I'm going to buy it. This is where my stop loss is going to be. This is where I'm going to take profit. I tell everyone my game plan before I enter the trade, and then when my order actually executes, that's when you get a trade alert. But I will come on the microphone, and I'll talk to you like I'm talking to you now, and I'll tell you that that's what I'm going to do. True or false? My TG fam, I did this exact thing today with EVK. And EVK was even easier because the stock was actually halted. EVK was halted. And I came on the microphone while it was halted. And I said, guys, this is what I'm looking for. This is where I'm going to be a buyer. This is going to be my stop loss. I told everybody the whole game plan before we actually got into it. So guys, true or false, my TG fam, do I or do I not always come on the microphone and notify you ahead of time before I actually enter a trade? Makes it very easy for you to follow along with everything it is that I'm doing in trading, because I will tell you ahead of time what I'm actually doing. So my TG fam, true or false, you can comment that in chat. If you're not a member, I highly suggest you pay attention to the comments coming through chat, because that's one of the differences between True Trading Group and a lot of other places out there. I tell you what I'm doing before I actually do it, and that's a game changer for you, someone that's trying to learn, someone that's trying to follow along with what professional traders are actually doing. Stop chasing trade alerts and actually get to understand and know what I'm doing before I actually do it. You also, guys, we're in chat with you all day, every day. We're not just there for 2 hours and you'll have to fend for yourself. We're in chat for the entire day. We're currently sporting over an 80% win rate in chat between the mods and myself. So over 80% of the time that we're calling out a trade in chat, it is a profitable one. And you also can send us private messages. You can ask us questions. We do live workshops every week with members covering different trading topics. We do one-on-one mentor sessions with our lifetime members. We also do small private study groups. That's your chance really to get individualized attention, get the lessons and topics and help that you need from one of our teaching moderators in those small private study groups. And of course, we have the giveaways. I told you guys already about the Tesla 30K giveaway whenever we get 300 new members. But then tonight, the first 17 people to use coupon code TG121, you're going to get a brand new free laptop. The first 17 people, you get the 40% discount. Everything I just said to you now, plus the brand new free laptop. All right, so again, use coupon code TTG121. I also do offer a money-back guarantee. That's how confident I am in this program and in the education that we've created at True Trading Group, that if you are willing to commit to me, I will commit to you. I'm not kidding. So here's the deal. If you go through all the courses, pass the quizzes that are at the end of the courses, and attend one private study group, if you do those three things, if you still don't make your membership fee back, which tonight's $1,317 for the year, if you don't make that back at least once, I'll give you a full refund. I'm not kidding. I'll give you all of your money back if you don't make it back at least once. That's how confident I am. I stand behind this program. I put my money where my mouth is. I have no problem putting my money where my mouth is because I see the success my members are having. If all my members were losing money, I wouldn't be able to offer you a money back guarantee. It's just literally that simple. But again, according to a recent survey, guys, in the first week of July, over 80% of our members are successful, and that is why I can confidently and comfortably offer you a money back guarantee. Everything I'm saying to you is on the website, so you guys know you're getting exactly what I'm saying. You actually have to enter the coupon code TTG121 and then click apply code to get the discount. And you'll know you're one of the 17 laptops. If you see the laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting one of the laptops. If you do not see the laptop, that means we've completely sold out. Okay? So again, guys, coupon code TTG121, get the 40% discount. You'll get the brand new laptop and the money back guarantee. Okay? Get it? Got it? Good. Let's move on. Main topics. All right. We are going to go over and recap EVK, folks, the 27% gain on EVK. Allow me to pull up my charts real quick. All right, folks, here we go. Nice. Scratch this because I just got my laptop today. Thank you so much. You are very, very, very welcome. Walter Thomas says, I just renewed my annual membership. I'm looking forward to another year of profitable trading with the TGD fam. Thanks, Walter. Thank you, brother. All right, here we go, guys. EVK. Okay, so first things first, right? What do we say we're going to talk about today on this live stream? Identifying support and resistance levels on the daily chart, and then using those support and resistance levels to identify profitable trade opportunities. That is what we're going to focus on here on this live. That's the lesson that we use today inside of True Trading Group to crush this thing. And crush it, we certainly did. And crush it, we certainly did. All right? Now, understand that my ideas, my trade ideas come from the daily chart. When I look at a daily chart, I will determine, do I want to be long? Do I want to be short? Or do I just want to not come to this party at all? Do I want to move on? That decision is made on the daily chart. The intraday chart will then be where I will decide where is my entry? When is my entry? That is when that's the intraday chart. But I make my decision on, do I want to be long, short, or do I want to just, am I not interested? That comes from the daily chart. So the first thing that we're going to do here today with EVK is we're going to realize that we had a gap up today, right? A big gap up, right? Now, I don't chase gap ups because sometimes you get these pullbacks and you can get your ass kicked if you're buying into that opening bell and then you get this big deep pullback. So I don't chase those opening gaps. Okay, I don't chase those. But so let's go to the daily chart. And once you get this gap up today, we have to identify support and resistance levels. Brad, welcome to the TTG family. Everyone give Brad a big warm welcome. Everyone welcome Brad. Brad, the latest, newest member of the TTG family. We now only have 16 laptops left. You guys have to use coupon code TTG121. Again, you've got to use coupon code TTG121. All right. We have 16 of those laptops left. Remember, that brings the price from $2,200 all the way down to $1,317. Guys, that's just over $3.50 a day. It's just over $100 a month. All right. Remember, you got to use that coupon code. Now, as we're back here, we get the gap up, right? We get the gap up. So now we have to look to the left of our chart to identify support and resistance levels. Now, the key here is when you're looking to try to find a potential support level, what you have to find is levels that were previously an area of resistance, because technical analysis 101, one of the first things you learn as a member, or the first things you learn in trading in general, is that resistance once broken becomes support and vice versa. Support once broken becomes resistance. That's technical analysis 101. So you want to look for previous resistance levels that could potentially now become support. So whenever you get a stock that gives you a big gap up, you want to look at levels of resistance that the stock is now gapping above. Because if the stock pulls back into that level that was once resistance, you now expect it to be support. And you look for clues that that support is actually confirmed. That's exactly what happened today. So as we look to the left, we look for a price level where there was once a level of resistance. Now, does anybody see something on this chart that is a price point that the stock has previously had a very difficult time getting above? Kevin, welcome to the TTG family. Everyone give Kevin a big warm welcome. That means we now only have 15 laptops left. I told you these laptops fly. They'll be gone by midnight. You guys got to use coupon code TTG121. You'll get 40% off, and you'll get a brand new laptop, totally free. We even cover the shipping. It's going to be either Asus, Acer, Dell, or HP laptop. Totally free, guys. It's our gift to you. Kevin, welcome. Now, as we're taking a look at EVK, where is there a price that the stock had a hard time getting above? I'm going to draw a line right across that level. Okay, I'm going to draw a line right across this level. Now, why did I just draw a line across this level? Why did I just draw a line across 375 or 370? Why? Well, you've got this previous high, and you've got this previous high, and you've got this previous high. So you now have 1, 2, 3 separate occasions where this stock was unable to break through 370. So you'll see in July, we tried to break through 370. We could not. You'll see back in March, we tried to break through 370. We could not. You'll see again in the end of February, we tried to break through 370. We could not. And every time that we tried, the stock saw a big move to the downside. Every time we tried, big moves to the downside. That's heavy selling pressure at that resistance level. So that's how we are able to identify the previous level of resistance. But what do we now know? Technical analysis 101. Resistance levels, once broken, become support. So once I'm on the daily chart and I identify this once resistance level, I now know the stock's gapping above it. The stock was gapping over $4. So now we can look for this level to be support, which is exactly what happened today. Exactly what happened today. Now, like I said, we are looking for these levels on the daily chart to help us identify profitable trading opportunities. So we just went over how to identify the level. Now let's talk about how do we actually use that level to identify the profitable trade setup. And now we're going to go to the intraday chart, because remember, the idea comes from the daily chart. There's the idea, 370 support level. That's the idea. Now let's go to the intraday chart to figure out when is the time to buy. Now let's go from a daily chart. I'm going to switch to a 3-minute. There's the line. I didn't touch this line. Let's go back to the daily chart. There's the line, 370, right? There it is. Remember, we just did that. Let's go back to the 3-minute chart. I'm not moving it. There's that line. There it is. But now, would you look at that? Would you look at that? What did we just say? You look for a resistance level once broken to become support. So when you have a stock that's gapping above a prior resistance level, you draw a line across that resistance level. You look for it to now become support. Now, does that mean you just blindly buy every stock that falls towards a support level? No, because nothing in trading works 100% of the time. You don't want to just blindly buy in front of these support levels, because this could just have easily broken below that level and continued lower. So you want to look for signs that this level is in fact support. You want to look for confirmation. Well, what is confirmation? What are some things you can look for? Well, in the case of EVK, it was a double bottom, which also lined up with the trade line, which also lined up with your 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level. So now what you actually have here is the 370 once resistance. You have a double bottom intraday. You can see here, these two green arrows, the stock double bottomed at 370. What else is at 370? The 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level. What else is at 370? The trade line. The trade line is this teal blue line you see on my screen. So now think about this. We have not one, not two, not three, but 4 different indicators that this once resistance level is now support. You've got the 38.2 fib. You've got the resistance on the daily at 370, which is now becoming support. You've got a double bottom intraday. You also have the trade line. Okay, you also have the trade line. And then what happens next? You get, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to draw that. What happens next? You get this huge breakout candle, bang, where as soon as we tested the trade line, you get this massive explosion that takes you through the initial morning high. There's the initial morning high. You're going to want to take notes, folks. You're going to want to take notes. This education can help you as early as tomorrow identify profitable trades. Do not let this go unnoticed or ignored. If you do, you're only spiting yourself. My TG family members get this education on a daily basis. This is your chance to take notes and get yours. So there's that break through the initial morning high. You will also notice that the volume that came in on the break, I'm going to expand the volume so you can see it. The volume that came in is the heaviest volume of the entire day. Well, what's another lesson we can take away from this? The heavier the volume that comes in on the break through the initial morning high, the greater the chance that initial morning high acts as a support level. The heavier the volume, the greater the chance that acts as support. So now that I've got a couple of things working in my favor, this is an A+ setup, folks. It doesn't get much better than this. I've got all those support indicators that we just went over at that 370 support level, but now we also have the heaviest volume of the entire day as the stock broke through the initial morning high. That now gives me the confidence to say it's time to look for an entry point because the stock just confirmed what I expected. That is support at 370. We just confirmed it. Now I can look to be a buyer. Remember, the trade idea comes from the daily chart. The entry comes from the intraday chart. Now that the stock has confirmed to me support at 370, which is what I expected, we now look for, now where do we actually get long? Where do we buy? And now you can see the stock is halted. This is the moment that I said earlier. I came on the microphone. I told all my members in True Trading Group that I'm going to be a buyer coming out of this halt. If we get a pullback towards 450, I'm going to be a buyer of EVK coming out of that halt. I told everybody this in True Trading Group. Literally, I came on the microphone while the stock was halted and said, guys, I'm looking for a pullback to 450 coming out of the halt. I'm going to be a buyer. Well, what happened? We get a pullback towards 450 coming out of the halt, and I get long at $4.78 right there on that pullback. Boom. Okay. I could not have been any more clear. My TGD fam, you guys can all confirm and comment this in chat that for those of you that were in chat with me this morning, I told everybody inside of True Trading Group that that was my entire game plan. So now coming out of the halt, everybody knows what I'm going to do before I do it. So this way you can be prepared and you can take this trade as well without having to wait and rely on my trade alert. Nonetheless, my trade alert comes out at 478. Bang, we're long. And then you get this beautiful follow through. Just beautiful follow through. We start peeling profits off the table. As the stock extends higher, we were peeling profits, peeling profits. Now, this is where the tier trading strategy comes into play, right? This is where the tier trading strategy comes into play because I've already taken some profit off the table. I'm still holding a piece of this position. And now the stock starts to give you a pullback, right? Now the stock gives you a pullback. This is the moment that inexperienced traders crap their pants. Inexperienced traders at this moment crap their pants because they're like, oh no, the stock is going down now. If the stock is going down, I must therefore be wrong. You are not wrong, just that stocks don't go up in straight lines. You have to give them the time and the room that they need. Okay? And taking a piece of profit off the table gives you the leeway and the comfort to hold during those pullbacks, which is exactly what we did in True Trading Group. And then you can see we consolidate. We just trade sideways. And then bang, boom, right? Boom. a nice follow through extension breakout, and I took another piece of profit right there at $6.09. $6.09 for a 27% gain on that best take profit. And then at this point, I'm holding about 13% of my original position size, just in case we got extension and follow through up to 7. My final take profit would have been up there around 7 if we got there, but we ran out of steam. The stock pulled itself back in, and I got flat right there. Bang. Flat. Okay. Like 534, I believe, or 5. I forgot. Yeah, 534. Okay. And there you have it. And there's the final take profit. So there's first take, second take, third take, and then fourth take. And the stock just kind of ran out of steam the rest of the day. But we were able to rip this thing up, and we were really able to rip this thing up. 478 all the way up to 609. That's a 27% gain. That is a 27% gain on EVK. And it all, guys, goes back to what? Identifying support and resistance levels on the daily chart. Without identifying those support and resistance levels on the daily chart, without doing this work, without looking for, okay, there is a resistance level, we're going to look for that to become support. Without doing that work, you don't necessarily have confidence for that entry point. And there's that beautiful move that we got on EVK. So this is how you can use support and resistance levels on the daily chart to identify high profitability and profitable trade setups. Does this make sense to everybody? These are the lessons that we use on EVK today. This was my big money maker. This is a good way to start off the month of August, a good way to start the week. Guys, if you guys made money on EVK today, just sound off in chat, comment, tell me how you guys did. Tell me how you guys did today. A lot of members were able to capitalize on this. So fire away, guys. Sound off in chat. Let me know. I would love to know. Nice. Numerics made 5K today. Blake Mamba made about $150. Yes, I did, says Sean. Bruce Sears caught it. $200 for Diego. $250 for Roxanne. 22% gain for Bionic. $400 for Steven today. 18% gain for Keith. $500 for Dobbs. J-Rod made a little. Keith made $3,000. 17% for Diane Fig. Jenny Wonder says she's green as on EVK. Calvin Henderson, $800, 20% gain for Jenny. I love it. I love it, guys. Lewis made enough to buy himself a PS5. Determined made $3,700. Beautiful. $600 on this trade. $2K on Dolphin at the close. Way to go, Joseph. $12,500 for Kim. Juan, $320. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful. Nicely done. Nicely done. Do you pay your admins? Absolutely, Devious. We do. Absolutely, we do. All of our moderators are required to pass my test. My test is that they have to be able to display consistent profitability, obviously, with their trades. They have to be able to maintain and display solid risk management. And I require a lot from our moderators. Being a moderator in True Trading Group is not just calling out trades. Okay? It's not just calling out trades. You are actually doing a lot of other legwork. You're doing workshops with members. You're doing one-on-one mentor sessions with members. Yeah, Adam, if you want to, sure, you can come on if you want to talk about it. Your mic is off.
Of course it is. Why would it be on? So to answer your question, guys, the reason that I'll come on and explain it real quick. So with True Trading Group, our moderators are employees of True Trading Group, and we do that because we pay our moderators very well, and we also expect a lot of them. And the reason that we do that is because I don't, and Mike does not want our moderators to ever be in a position where we feel that they would ever have to choose between a really, really, alerting a great trade to a member of True Trading Group or paying their rent or their mortgage. We want to take very good care of them so that they take very good care of everyone else. This is a business, and they should be and are compensated very well for their time. And it's kind of the dream job, right? They get paid very, very well, and get to trade as well. And everything they keep is, everything they make is theirs. So not such a bad gig.
Yeah, I think the most important thing for people to understand and to realize is that being a moderator in True Trading Group is it's not just something that come be a moderator. No, you actually are put through a pretty rigorous.
You have to fill out. There's a whole bunch of paperwork that needs to be filled out. You have to provide 6 months of trading records, real trading records from your brokerage. You have to. I mean, there's a whole. There's employment agreements and all sorts of different statements that you have to agree to and all sorts of stuff, right? So it's not as simple as, hey, you did really well today, you want to come over here and mod True Trading Group. These people are really put through the ringer.
Yeah. So, and aside from just being a profitable trader, obviously, you have to also display a strong, sound ability to teach and mentor. And that is something that we take very seriously in True Trading Group, is to be able to understand everything, but to also be able to explain everything to people. And a quote that I've heard before from like teachers, actually, like from educators. My sister is actually is a teacher, and they say that the best teachers are those that are able to explain complex things simplistically, or something like, I forgot like the exact saying, but it's something like that. So like to be able to explain something complex in a simplistic way is what being a really good educator is about. And in order to explain something complex in a simple manner, you really have to understand the material and be able to explain. Like the way that I come on here and I can explain, and like the way I answer these questions with you guys, it's like this for me because I know this material obviously like the back of my hand. So it's very easy for me to explain and to teach and to educate people. And when you are a moderator of True Trading Group, you are literally a mentor to a lot of our members. They're not only just in chat calling out trades, they're answering questions. People are DMing them during the day. They do live workshops with our members covering various topics with trading. They do one-on-one mentor sessions with members as well. Like, they put together different blogs. There's a lot of other things that those moderators do. And that's why they need to be compensated for their time, because
that and above all else, they have to be able to put themselves they have to be able to put the member before themselves. It requires a tremendous amount of patience to be a mod, and it's we've had fantastic traders that Mike and I have gone back and forth with and said, hey, like, should we offer that, should we see if this person wants to apply to be a mod? And where they may have had great trades, they just were not great at explaining things, and maybe
you can still be a great trader without being a great teacher, and that's a very, very, very different thing. And that's why we. Yeah. How about this, guys? How about this? Wait. How about this? My TeachD members, from a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the absolute best, awesome, 1 being you suck. Scale of 1 to 10. How much do you love the TeachD mods? Do you guys think we did a good job with our moderators? Do you guys love our mods? On a scale of 1 to 10. Comment in chat right now, guys. Look, 100, 100,000. People are commenting. 11, 100, 100,000, 12. The mods at True Trading, you guys are honestly, we've put together such an amazing team. It's a team that Adam and I are extremely, extremely proud of to call our family.
It's a team that took years to put together.
Yeah.
Everyone that is a part of True Trading Group. I mean, Chris Toner, Jay Downing,
Jason Simmons.
Simmons. I mean, these people have all been with us for over 5 years.
Yeah.
You know, these were not people that were thrown together haphazardly. So, you know, and even the new people, right? JD, who is a mod now, he was a member since we first started True Trading Group.
Yeah.
Back in 2016. We paid him $20 to come into True Trading Group to beta test it.
Yeah, to beta test.
Jessica's another one that showed incredible promise as a trader, having turned it around, but also such an ability to actually teach people and to be supportive. And that was a huge motivator for us to make her a mod. Mm-hmm. And Glenny, we honestly just felt bad for him, but it worked out. It's 50-50 shot. No, I'm kidding. Glenny is actually a licensed financial professional, even though he doesn't act like that. He doesn't act like that or act in that capacity inside of True Trading Group.
Right.
He's just another trading mod, but he is a licensed financial professional with decades of experience.
Yeah, like 30 years. Like 30 years, I think.
Like 30 years of experience in finance. So we are very selective. Part of what part of True Trading Group isn't just calling out amazing trades and providing great lessons. It's providing a fantastic and cohesive overall experience for our members. And ultimately, you guys are paying really good money to be a part of True Trading Group. So we owe that to you.
Yeah, Moment too. All of our moderators, all our recent moderators,
all of them,
our recent moderator ads, Moment, JD, Jessica, and Glenny, they were all TTG members first. And that's kind of what we're doing now is like we groom moderators, like members. You're first a member, right? And then those members grow and those members become really, really good traders. And I think that one of the best, it's like as a member, like I put myself into the shoes of a member. And I think that having someone like myself as a mentor, and then also having someone like, let's say Jessica, just as an example, as a mentor, that member gets two different things from those two people, because you guys can look towards me for something, having traded professionally and having gotten that education, that experience. That's one thing, but it's another thing to actually go through and talk to someone that started as a member who was in the exact same position that you, being a new member, is in at that moment, to be able to go to someone like JD, Jessica, Moment, Glenny, someone that started as a member and has now grown and progressed to a point where they are now a moderator. There's a certain relationship that can be built there between the member and the moderator. And I think that that's really important. I think that a lot of people really gravitate towards them and the moderators that we have. And that's why, like, we really do make sure that the moderators really display a lot of patience, a very sound understanding of the material, as well as obviously a solid trading record, but also the ability to actually teach and educate. That's a very important thing for True Trading Group. And it's part of what makes us a family as a group, but it's also part of what gives our members an edge, because they're actually getting the right education. They have access to the right tools, and they're part of a community of traders that truly give a shit whether they succeed or fail. And that's what, in my opinion, is the difference maker. A lot of people ask, well, what's the difference between True Trading Group and some of these other programs out there? Aside from the fact that some of these other programs out there literally don't know their ass from their elbow, and I've actually seen some of them use technical indicators incorrectly, which blows my mind that you're going to charge somebody to tell them the incorrect information. So that's a whole nother thing on its own. But this is the type of one-on-one and family orientation that you guys get in True Trading Group. And I think that it's the difference maker, and I think can really help speed up someone's learning curve and really give them an edge in a market. And that's where the difference is made. So
yeah. And notice how we didn't say the word guru once. I think that's important as well. Trading moderators, support system. Yeah. This is what it is. This is not, Mike doesn't refer to himself and none of the mods do, as like lead mentor or guru or anything like that. It isn't like that. So
In the meantime, we also got a new member, Joseph. Welcome to the TTG fam. Everyone give a big warm welcome to Joseph. Welcome, Joseph. Folks, we are now down
Alex, dude.
What?
Joe's typing it right now.
Oh, and Alex as well?
Yep.
Wow. Okay, guys. So welcome, Joseph, and welcome, Alex. That means we are now down to 13 laptops, folks. So we're down to 13. So you got to use coupon code TTG121 to get the 40% discount and to get the free laptop. There's only 13 of them left.
You see my name on here right now?
Not Joe.
It was Rocketeer, but you didn't know what that was.
I knew what it was. I just must not have seen it. I'm kind of doing some stuff.
What are you doing?
So guys, listen, that just about kind of wraps up the educational aspect of the live and some of the lessons. I hope you guys learned something from that EVK trade. It was a really good setup. There was a lot to learn there, using the daily chart, support and resistance levels to identify profitable trade opportunities. I hope you guys really learned something there. I hope you guys were all taking some notes. But what I would like to do now is actually, I'm going to show all of you, if you're not a member and you guys are interested, I'm going to show you the TTG platform now. I'll walk you through everything you get as a member. But before I do, I'd like to know how many people are still with us that are not a member of True Trading Group. So if you're not a member of TTG, go ahead for me right now. Type the letters TTG in chat right now. Type the letters TTG in chat right now if you are not a member. Sam E., you're breaking my heart. We got Renee Peterson, Mark Semenek, Brandon Winston. Mark Semenek, welcome back. Renee Peterson, welcome back. Just some names that I recognize. Brandon Winston, Derek Wood, Pamela Haffine, not sure, sorry. Robert Andre. Yvette Padilla just joined on Saturday. Welcome, Yvette, to the TTG fam. John Bianchi, soon. Luis Cruz, I love it, guys. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. For those of you that are typing TTG in chat right now, before I do show you the platform, I want to make sure you all do know and understand that we have a free 1-week trial in True Trading Group. You will get 1 week of read-only access to our chat room. You'll get our TTG watch list and our daily trading game plan every morning. You'll be able to use our Benzinga Pro live newsfeed. You'll also be able to get 1 free sample course and also see all of our trading history. We're fully transparent in True Trading Group. All of our moderators are required to upload their trading activity each and every day to our trading journal, so you can track literally and see for yourself every single buy and every single sell that all of our moderators make. We're fully transparent. You get to see all of it. Just go to ttgfree.com. That is ttgfree.com. There is no credit card information required. It's totally free. Understand this, though. You're not going to get a free laptop. You also won't get the 40% discount. The best you'll get is a 22% discount. Brings a membership down to about $1,700. But if you want the 40% discount, drops it all the way down to $1,317 and gives you the free laptop. You use coupon code TTG121 right here, right now. But if you want to try this out for free for a week, you certainly can. Go to ttgfree.com. Now, for everyone that typed TTG, listen up, listen carefully. Like I said, that 1-year membership, it's normally $2,212. The next 13 people that use coupon code TTG121 will get a brand new laptop, and they're going to get a 40% discount. You have until midnight Pacific tonight to use that code. There are no upsells. There's no add-ons with True Trading Group. You get access to every single thing that we have when you join the TTG fam. You're getting access to the top premium trading tools and products because we bundle them together as part of your TTG membership, which includes that Benzinga Pro live news feed. We're going to pull it up right now and show you guys. This is our live breaking up to the second news alert service directly inside of our chat room that gives you news alerts as soon as they cross the wire. All right. I can't tell you how much money we've made and saved as a group by getting news before the rest of the crowd. This is an absolute game changer. I wouldn't trade without it. You also get Quote Stream's full book level 2, so you can see all the market maker depth inside of level 2. That will also come with a trade simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money, so you can practice implementing what you have learned in the courses. It's with real-time data. Please use the simulator. The majority of traders, when they first get started, lose money. Trade on that simulator first, please. Okay, prove to yourself you can make money in the sim before you start trading with your hard-earned cash. You're also going to be getting access to our Trade Ideas scanner. Folks, the Trade Ideas scanner will help you stay focused on the best stocks during the day. It's going to show you what stocks are making new highs, new lows, unusual volume. It's broken down by small cap, mid cap, and large cap. So whatever you're trading, you can stay focused on the best chance for you to profit on any given day. You're also going to get access to TradingView's Pro charting software, which is one of the most commonly used charting softwares by active traders today. All of these things are totally free with your membership. You don't pay $1 more for any of them. They're all included with your membership. You're getting at least minimum 10 easy to follow, actionable real-time trade alerts per week from a community of traders currently sporting well over an 80% win rate, and we are fully transparent. All of our buys and all of our sells in True Trading Group are recorded inside of our trading journal, so you can track and see all of our performance. We are fully transparent. You're also going to get access to one small private study group with a TeachD mod. This is going to be your chance to ask questions, go over lessons and topics that you need help with. All right. Use that small small private study group is an absolute game changer. Can really help speed up that learning curve. Then you have all of our courses. Again, the courses are a simplified version of the stuff I learned working at the fund in New York. They are broken down into beginner and foundation courses for those that are brand new, have never done this before. Then you have also advanced courses for those that are more seasoned traders. And you also have courses with options, trader psychology, swing trading, crypto, you name it. We've got it all in text and video format, whichever is easier for you to learn. There are no special VIP pro courses that cost more money. Every single course is included with your membership. Welcome, Mahi. Mahi, welcome to the TTG family. Everyone give Mahi a big warm welcome. We now only have 12 laptops left, folks. So you got to use coupon code TTG121. Get that 40% discount, and the next 12 people will get themselves a brand new free laptop. Now, in addition to all the courses, we also have a video library that has well over 100 hours of additional educational video content. These are workshops and webinars that we conduct with our members live. We record them and then we put them up into the video library. Some of those topics are like how to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job, how to resist FOMO without confidence, pulling the trigger, just to name a few. Guys, everything I'm selling you have access literally to all of it. Then our chat room, last but certainly not least, our trading chat room where the mods and I, we share our screen. We're live on the microphone talking to you like I am now. We're answering questions throughout the day, identifying opportunities. We're there with you the whole day, pre-market till after hours, folks. We're not gone after 2 hours and you're left to fend for yourself. So you guys get access to literally all of this as a member of True Trading Group. Now listen up and listen carefully, because between now and the rest of the month, we're walking the price of our membership up to over $2,000. So because in life, it's really important to understand and know your worth. And we know ours. We know our membership is worth far more than $1,300. Because let me put things into perspective for you. Let's say you're like, you know what? I don't want to join TGG, but wow, that Benzinga newsfeed sounds badass. I could really use something like that. Cool. Benzinga charges $1,400 a year for that newsfeed. Well, that's odd, because you can get that newsfeed included totally free with your membership, and you can join True Trading Group now for just $1,317. That's less than Benzinga charges for the newsfeed, and you get access to literally everything else that I just showed you. The Quote Stream Full Book Level 2 is $990 a year. The Trading Simulator is $300, and TradingView's Premium Level Charting is $600 a year. Just those 4 tools, if you paid for them on your own, they'd cost you over $3,200 a year. You get all of them included with your membership to True Trading Group, and you can use the coupon code TTG121 right now. Pay only $1,317 and get a free laptop. That is insane, the value that you are getting as a member of True Trading Group. I told you our goal is to disrupt this industry. Well, in order to do that, we need to provide insane value and results at a price that is substantially less than any of our so-called competitors. I told you we have that over 80% of our members are successful, according to a survey that we conducted in early July. You saw how many people typed the number 1 in chat earlier in the live stream when I asked flat out, are you making money with True Trading Group? Type the number 1. You saw the number 1s that came through in chat. Results matter. And don't forget, you have that money back guarantee, folks. If you commit to me, I will commit to you. That's the deal. That's how it should be. I'm sitting here telling you that I've got this educational platform that gives you access to all these tools, mentorship, blah, 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 right? I can sit here and I can tell you that until I'm blue in the face. But at the end of the day, results matter. And if you're willing to commit to me, if you go through all of our courses, if you pass my quizzes, and if you attend one private study group, actually put in some type of effort to learn how to do this. And if you do that and don't make your membership fee back at least once, I'll give you a full refund. I'll give you all your money back. So what's the worst case scenario? Worst case scenario, you join, you don't make back your fee, I send it back to you, and you got a free laptop in the meantime. Best case scenario, you join, you get a free laptop, and then you become a consistently profitable trader and you reach financial goals that you never thought were even possible. Weigh that risk reward. Weigh that risk reward. Folks, we're also 5-star rated on Trustpilot. I welcome, encourage, and invite all of you to go read some of those reviews on Trustpilot. Well over 1,300 people have taken time out of their day to leave us a review on Trustpilot. Literally, go read them. There's no better referral than one of your peers. Go read some of these reviews on Trustpilot. We are 5-star rated. Guys, you've got to use the coupon code TTG121. You actually have to enter that code and click apply code to get the 40% discount. The next 12 people to do so will get themselves a brand new free laptop. Okay? What do we got here? Am I reading this? No. Okay, I can't see it anyway. All right. So yeah, guys, so like I said, coupon code TTG121. Use it, 40% discount. The next 12 people get themselves a brand new free laptop. And like I said, you do have that free 1-week trial. You guys can take advantage of that as well. Go to ttgfree.com. That's ttgfree.com. Remember, you won't get a free laptop and you will not get the 40% discount, but you can try us out for free for a whole week, see if TTG is right for you, and then make up your mind if you want to join the team or not. Okay. But if you guys are ready to join right now, get the huge discount and get yourself a free laptop in the meantime. Use coupon code TTG121 right here, right now. Thanks for joining me tonight. You guys are the best. I hope you learned something today from this live. That's my goal. Make sure you learn on each and every single one. Help you guys become a better trader. Hope we did that here today. EVK, 27% gain on the best take profit. Congrats to all of our TTG fans that caught that move. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. We started the month of August off with a boom. Let's see if we can keep that momentum going into tomorrow. Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications. Smash that like button if you guys haven't done so already. And get your butts in chat tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your night, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow.